from Chicago invented two black characters they named Amos and Andy. They played their parts on the radio for 30 years. This is them doing their bit.
Well, Brother Crawford looks pretty good since he's been here. Tom swings, don't he? Yeah, looks like his wife done beat him on the...
When radio moved over to let television in, Amos and Andy went with it. These two white cats couldn't play Amos and Andy where you could see them, so what they did was they had a black cast. The cast was different, but the stereotypes were the ones that the white people had come to know and love. They were shady characters with money.
Well, I got the books right here, and they're open to each and every brother complete inspection. Get your hands off of that thing there. So you want to see the financial books, huh?
Yeah.
Well, there it is. There it is. You done see them. The meeting adjourned.
They were still slow and lazy.
Are you sure they are not here?
Oh, yes, they told me so themselves.
Have them report to our office right away.
I sure tell them, all right. I got to
They had trouble with the English language. Misused words a lot.
And Mr. Brown, my new secretary here, ain't gonna have no time for no extracurricular activities.
And I'm telling you now, as long as you have that secretary in your office, I'm going to work as a secretary myself.
Oh, give me an ultimatum, huh? I'm putting my foot down.
They had trouble with women. And it was always the women who were dominant.
Come on, Herman.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Call Holayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakat Quadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. And you know, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai told us not to learn the ways, the customs, the traits, the characteristics, okay, the things that the heathen indulge in, the things that they adore, the things that they, put forth effort into. Because right here, what you're seeing is the creation of the nigger. Okay, this is literally a piece of where that niggerdom shit came from. Okay, Esau Edom created, as you heard Bill Cosby state and say, they made these black characters, Amos and Andy, and who was the main ones that created the characters and did the acting and the characteristics of the characters? Two Edomites. Okay, so niggerdom, nigger shit, to make it clear, plain and straight to the point, all started from these devils, man. And you Israelites gravitated towards it, dominated it, and elevated it, man. Okay, and in actual reality, this is how they truly see you. And that's why these two devils, these two Edomites, came up with these two characters, man. Because that's truly how they see you Israelites, man. As, just unlearned niggas, man. But Jake takes Esau, everything that Esau says, everything that Esau tells him, Jake takes that like it's higher than what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai says, or it tells us. Okay? So we're not supposed to be learning the ways of the heathen, and the heathen gave you niggerdom. Okay? The heathen gave you the nigger culture, the black culture. All right? So we're not supposed to be gravitating, learning their customs, again, indulging and everything else, man. Okay? But what did Yahushua say? Let's go here real quick. This is going to be a quick hit. What did Yahushua say? Yahushua said this when he walked the earth, man, and he was correct. And this right here is a prime example of showing you the teachings of Esau, and you know, when everything went to television, you know, they actually got two so-called black men to cast these characters, because that's really how they see you Jakes, man. Okay? Low level. This is St. John chapter 8, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. So again, they was doing the lust of their father Esau. He hired two so-called black men to act these roles of how they depict it and how they characterize our nation. Okay? So once it went, you know, mainstream and, you know, it was on TV, they got these two so-called black men to act these characters out. And this is how you niggas act today, man. But worse, way worse, way worse. Okay? St. John 8 verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. Okay? Because, you know, at the end of the day, man, this devil is the true nigger. Okay? Again, he gave you this nigger black culture BS, man. He is the true nigger. Okay, he is, you know, the culture that promotes death. He created all that, man. But he put it on you to make you seem like you're dark, you're gloomy, you're sinister, you're wicked, when he's every single definition of the word black. Okay? He speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. And you Israelites, again, have cleaved on to these teachings, cleaved on to these customs that these Edomites have given you, man. Okay? Point blank period, man. Point blank period, man. Because again, you know, y'all eat up the philosophies, the customs, the structure, the format, the blueprint. Y'all eat this stuff up. And what is that? That's the wine of Babylon, man. Okay, this devil has given you Israelites the wine and made you drunk. It's to the point that you look at this devil as if he's God. You might not say it or state it, but in the very near future, when all hell breaks loose and he comes with that MOTB, which is the CHIP, you're going to verbally acknowledge it. Okay, so this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. And I'm going to read verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink. Okay, because again, these devils have given you Israelites drink, and you, again, y'all haven't pushed that, the philosophies, the customs, how he governs the world, you know, everything that he brings forth, his lies, his deceit. Y'all don't, you know, disregard it. Y'all don't reprove it. Y'all don't not acknowledge it. Y'all embrace it. Okay, y'all keep on asking for more. Okay, so you're drunken off of the customs and off of the way this man governs the earth, man. You delight in it. Okay? All y'all think that this is it. This is life. We made it. Okay? Y'all think that this man is never ever going to be taken out of rulership. That's how a lot of you Jakes think, man. Okay? And even you Israelites in the truth, man. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him. And this is a prime example. You know, they came up with the characters, and instead of them just acting them out as Edomites and, you know, and making it known that this is the characteristics of Edomites, they put it on you Jakes, man. They found two simple-minded niggas to play these roles to a T and dominated it, man. And then what happened? You see your people, you know, portraying these things on TV and everything else, and what our people pick this shit up. Our people pick this stuff up because, you know, it seems like these Israelites have made it. These are the Israelites we want to be like. You know, they're funny, they're this, they're that. You look at the world today with, you know, these actors, these musicians, you know, these rappers, R&B singers. Look at the world today, man. These social media influencers. Look at the world today, man. Everybody's a copycat of what they see on TV, on the internet, man. It's a complete replica that everybody's a replica of what they idolize. Okay? So this right here, you Israelites seeing this shit, y'all idolize this shit and gravitated towards this philosophy, man. Towards this drink. Okay? Y'all didn't reject it. Y'all embraced it. You wanted and needed more. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken. Also, that thou may look on their nakedness. Because we're naked without Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. But now that we have been activated, awoken, we're clothed with that with the word. We're clothed with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, the spirit. Yahweh Shah. Okay, our garment is not filthy. Our garment is being sanctified and cleansed every day, man. And we're not partaking in the wine, the philosophies, the rudiments, the customs, the nonsense of this world. No, we've detoxed from this place and we've been cleansed. We have been brainwashed from the filth of this society, man. Okay? Because look, we don't look, man. This is what we do. Let's grab this. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11 in the Good News Translation. Have nothing to do with the worthless things that people do. And this is worthless, man. These Edomites created these characters out of disrespect. And again, this is how niggerdom, aka nigger shit, aka black culture, this was a part of it. Okay? And it's crazy too. I don't know how long ago it was when I had spoke about this. I spoke about this, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but I had spoke about two Edomites that created the nigger culture. And it's man, Thawadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. I can't remember exactly how I came across this. I know I came across this on YouTube. But the Lord, you speak about something, you be patient, the Lord will bring it forth, whether it be a month, 2, 6, a year, 2 years, the Lord gonna bring it forth, man. And Thawadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah for declaring what I spoke was the truth, man. Okay, Thawadi Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11 in the GNT. Have nothing to do with the worthless things that people do, because again, these heathens, their customs, their ways are worthless, man. They're vain. They lead you to death. They lead you to be continuously disconnected and rejected from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Their knowledge, their wisdom is wisdom of wickedness, man. We're supposed to be severed and set apart from these nations and producing and showing forth righteousness. Okay? And condemning the wicked, condemning the unjust, reproving them, rebuking them. Okay? Setting up the correct standards. Have nothing to do with the worthless things that people do. Things that belong to the darkness. As I just stated, these things belong to the dark, the dead, the ones that are not, alive. Again, 2/3 of our people not alive. We have been quickened and brought back to life. Okay, the Lord has breathed the spirit into us, and now we're literally alive. We see things for what it truly is. We're not confused. We have the answers, man. Okay, and this right here is not the answer. And again, our people idolize these things on TV, social media platforms, and they copycat this stuff. Okay, they become replicas. All right. Instead, bring them out of the light. It's like instead bring them out to the light. So, we reprove them. We don't partake in these evil deeds, man. Okay, because what is this devil doing? This devil's giving you all the ammunition you need to condemn you, to point the finger at you towards Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Matter of fact, let's close out there. Okay, look at him, Lord. He's doing all this wickedness against you. And then praying our Heavenly Father to condemn us, man. Okay, so this is Psalms chapter 50. I'm going to start off at verse 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Because this is evil. This is deceit. Everything this man do is evil. Everything that he speak is deceitful. You cannot trust this devil. How do you know when he's lying? How do you know he's not being truthful? When he's speaking. Even if he say, hey, hi, how you doing? He don't give a fuck how you doing. Hey, how's it going? He don't care how it's going. He don't care. This devil's, he's crafty. Very, very crafty. Very deceitful. Very misleading. Okay? And he's always, trying to hide that craftiness under his tongue. But, again, as it says in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, least Satan should get an advantage of us. We are not ignorant of his devices, man. Okay? And that's why the Lord's exposing everything through the prophets, man. So again, Psalms 50 verse 19, thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Okay, because again, that's how they look at you Israelites. Okay, well, you just two so-called white men make two characters, Andy and Amos, and say what? These are black men. And then how they portrayed them. It's literally the beginning of black culture, aka niggerdom. Verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. And that's what they do continuously, man. Look what they doing, Lord. Look at your people. These are the people you chose over us. This and that and this. When this man's a fucking savage. This man's a true menace to society. This man's the cancer of the earth. This man is a beast. A filthy, nasty, disgusting beast, man. Okay, and who's to say? Shit, you never know. They might be Jakes. Because we got to do things in balance. But that's just something to say. And a lot of you niggas don't understand. The man carries a seed in a certain amount of time. Shit, even one generation, the color can change if you have kids with a heathen, and also too if you're not that dark. Depending on which type of heathen you mess with. But if your son, if you have a son, your son mess with a heathen, the look is going to change. But the spirit is going to be the spirit of Jake. Okay. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son. And that's continuously being done, man. Okay, but that remnant is going to be, you can't condemn the remnant. Romans 8, verse 28 on down. The Lord has already justified and forgiven the remnant, man. Adawan Ratazah, we are a part of that, man. But I hope this is informative and edifying to the truth and say Akin wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just gonna say, Call Holayim La, Abanawa Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashai, Bahashem Rakak Kwadash, Wathawada Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashai, Bahashem Rakak Kwadash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, and edify you, and uplift you through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. I don't want Ratazah into the next one. And look at the whole, how Bill Cosby broke all this down. This is literally from the women to the men. This is literally how our nation acts. Again, this is what you're seeing right here is the beginning of black culture. And at the end, you saw the women being aggressive, okay, having a masculinity and controlling the man. You saw the men walking behind the women. Take heed to this, man. This is literally history of our nation, man. So with that, I'm just gonna say, Shalom.